Hello again, everyone. Alan back once again, and I just recently did a video on my favorite aces, aces of spades. This is going to be similar to that. This is going to be, well, this is something near and dear to my heart. Obviously, I love fanning and spreading. This is going to be my top 5 favorite decks to fan and spread. I'll go through them real quick. Any of the split spades, any of the Tallyhos, and these could be inverted either way, doesn't matter. Bicycle Masters or Bicycle Ghost in white, and once again these can be inverted either way, doesn't matter. And then my number one favorite is my Texan Palmettos. Give a quick rundown. I'll do a couple fans with each, and I'd like you to rate and comment also, and then maybe let me know which decks you think are the best for you. These are the ones that I've had the most success with, and I found it's kind of interesting. These Tallyhos and the split spades are both Lannoy finished decks, so that may have something to do with the way that they fan and spread. They do, as you can see, they fan very easily. They fan very evenly. Same thing with the spreading. They spread great, and the same thing goes with the other ones as well. Pretty much, if they fan good, they're going to spread good. So this here is the Tallyho with a Lannoy finish, and these also come in black, red, and blue, circle, which these are, and fan back. So this is the Lannoy finished Tallyhos, which I think are great for spreading and fanning. These are the split spades, which are favorites amongst a lot of people, and these things are also a Lannoy finish. It's basically just like a Tallyho deck. As you can see, they fan really nice. I love using these for fanning. Spreading is the same thing. They spread very nice and even all the way across. This deck here I use for a lot of stuff, so this deck's actually been worked quite a bit. But yeah, the split spades are awesome for fanning, and I get that question quite a bit in my inbox though. People will ask me which decks they think are the best for doing fans. A lot of people want to go with the black decks, which they do look nice when they fan, but the thing about it is they gum up really quick. They get sticky. I don't know. They just don't feel as nice as the white decks do. That's why you notice all the decks that I like to fan and spread are all in white. Okay, that is those are the Lannoy finished decks, which is the split spades and the Tallyhos. And then we get into the UV500 airflow white decks, the Ghost, and of course as you can see, the Bicycle Masters, which is basically, I guess the only bad thing about this deck, obviously it's a UV500 airflow finish, which is nice, but they got the regular backs on them, the regular rider backs, which isn't the best thing in the world to look at. And you know, just like the other UV500 finished decks, these must have a couple sticky cards in it, so I have to work them a little bit. Oh, that reminds me. I found that if you spread your cards a lot and you dribble them, you do this, it keeps them nice and loose, and they have a tendency to fan better and spread better, for that matter. So every now and then I'll take my deck and, you know, I'll do this, you know, 8-10 times just to kind of loosen it up, and I find that it'll loosen the deck up and allow it to fan and spread a little bit better. Although that spread isn't the greatest. That one's okay, but yeah, it does keep them loose and allows them to fan and spread a little bit better. So that's something also to keep in mind when you want to do fanning. Keep the cards. Oh, and keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean. Keep the surface you're using clean, and also dribble your cards from time to time, just to kind of keep them loosened up, and it'll make your fans look that much better. And I got a little proof of that here real shortly. I'll show you. Well, that was the UV500 coated or finished Bicycle Masters. Nice deck to fan. Here's probably one of the best decks, I think, to fan. This is the obviously the White Ghost. It fans phenomenally. This deck here, it's weird. It seems like the older it gets, the better it gets, which is kind of cool. I've got an old deck of these that I still fan on a regular basis. They're kind of dirty, and it's like the first deck I got, but it still fans really good. This deck here is a brand new, well, not a brand new one, but one I just opened up not too long ago. But this is a White Ghost from Illusionist. Very good fanning and spreading deck. As you can see, these are nice and slick. You can't go wrong with one of these, and these things are so cheap now. You can get these for like $5. So this is the regular Illusionist White Ghost, and it fans and spreads awesomely. Now let's go to, now this deck here is my favorite. It's an air cushion finish deck. This is the Texan 45 Palmettos, and there's just something about the way they look when they're spreading out that marvels the eye. I sit here and I just watch this thing evolve as you fan them. It fans and spreads like any other deck, pretty much about the same as, you know, or maybe a little bit better than a regular bicycle deck, just because I think the stock is maybe a little bit different. But you can see they fan just awesomely. Of course, they spread just as awesome. Like I said, this is an airflow finish deck, and this is one that I definitely recommend if you like to do a lot of fanning, and especially if you're going to show the backs. That's where these things really shine, is when you show the backs. Just great fans. So you see, this is my all-time favorite for fanning. It might not fan the best as maybe the UV500 airflow, but I just think when it's fanning, it looks the best. And to me, it does fan better than a regular bicycle deck. So you can kind of do with that what you will. I like the way they fan. I mean, to me, they fan just as well as those, but they just look more pleasing to the eye as they're fanning. Now, when I was talking about doing the dribbling and spreading to kind of keep the cards loose, just for, you know, everybody knows about this Illusionist Series 1800 deck, how terrible they are at fanning when they come out of the box. Well, I've just been kind of sitting around at night, and I do some dribbling with them and some spreading with them to loosen them up over the last couple weeks, and you can see they're spreading much better now. They were really sticky, and I've heard a lot of complaints with these things as far as fanning and spreading and stuff, but these have now actually started fanning not bad. I mean, it's supposed to be an air cushion finish, but I think the way the inks or whatever they had to use for these cards just made them really tough to fan and spread. But as you can see now that I've been working with these, it has actually gotten much better. They were really sticky when I first got them, but now I've gotten them to fan a little bit better. I'm trying to get a really nice fan out of them right now, and yeah, it's hard to do. They're still not the best, but based on what they were when they were brand new, they can be improved. So just a matter of working with them. Don't get real discouraged when you open them up and you can't fan them, because if you do work with them, they do get better. So just keep that in mind. Work with them a little bit, do a lot of dribbling with them. I haven't had any fanning powder. I haven't added any fanning powder to any of my decks, but just keep this in mind that the Series 1800, if you work with it, you will be able to get it to fan. So that's kind of it. This is just a little, some of my favorite fanning decks. This isn't one of my favorite. I just wanted to kind of give this little update about the Series 1800 by Illusionist, that you can get it to fan a little bit better if you stay with it. So those are my favorite 5. Once again, Split Spades, Tallyhos, Bicycle Masters, Bicycle Ghost, and Texan Palmettos for fanning. So post a response, comment on what some of your favorites are. I'd kind of like to hear. Maybe I have some decks that I haven't given enough credit to, or maybe haven't worked with quite enough. So these are my favorites to fan and spread. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.